season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Sharp, Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Scott in at the 2. Outside Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. 4-3. Sharp grabs the miss. Thomas against Hunter. Thomas, that's good.
Okay, Cam Thomas showing off the handles. Look out.
Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Oh, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
The 3 is up. Scott can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. To the middle. Here's Hunter. Sharp grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Johnson.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Sharp. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Mobley. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Russell. Cleveland again missing. Nets leading by 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, B.A., consider in that trade, they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Now here's Garland. He's scoreless. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Russell with the rebound. The Nets have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Thomas outside. Pass to Scott. Here's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Cavaliers trail by 11. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Thompson. Strus comes in for Hunter. And Jerome subbed in for Mitchell. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Thomas. And it's Melton in for Russell. Now here's Mobley, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Outside Garland. Mobley on a screen. Again, Garland missing.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
For the Cavaliers, Tyson comes in for Wade, and Okoro is subbed in for Darius Garland. The Cavaliers trail by 14. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Strus with the drive, and he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Scott over Okoro. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 14 points for the game.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has a...
And so it's Brooklyn with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Okoro is out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Mobley, then it's Max Strus, and it's Tyson in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And that one drops.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Claxton passes to Scott over Okoro. Mobley grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Hunter's checked in for Tyson. Here's Scott. Buries it from 3. 17 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Jerome passes to Mobley. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Man, that is a big-time, tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Pass to Sharp. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Shot's good by Scott.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Darius Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Strus, and here's Hunter from the arc. Unable to get that one. Nets leading by 15. Pass to Scott. Sharp with it, covered by Mobley. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Sharp's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Drills it from deep.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Pass to Scott. Jacks up a 3. On target from range. Scott's got 22 points.
Whoo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Mobley, a screen on Thomas. And here's Strus outside. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Strus against Thomas. Pass to Scott. The 3 ball. And the Nets, another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
A different look for Cleveland. Okiki's checked in for Mobley, and Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Russell. Okiki, the pass to Hunter. Now Strus. Pass to Garland. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-5 run. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Thomas. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavs have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Okiki's shot is good.
Well, he may be a top scorer, guys, but Donovan Mitchell is not selfish. What a pretty pass.
Nets leading by 20. Here's Scott. Counted from distance. Scott's got 30 points.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Scott. And here's Sharp. Here's Scott. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Garland going inside. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets. I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be in.
Next on the docket. And that's a wrap on.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now Garland, yet to see a basket. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Scott in at the 2.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And Grant, for the Cavs to take that next step in terms of contending, what do you think has to happen?
Well, number one, enhancing their ability to put pressure on the rim. When you look at their rate of free throws and offensive rebounds, there's big room for improvement.
From deep, Mitchell knocks down the triple. Mitchell's got 11.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's got 11, and the shot goes in. He's got 13.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2020.
And again for 3.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson, and Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Williams on the wing. Right side, Russell. Here's Scott. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Hunter. Outside Garland. Launches a three. Claxton with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Outside Mitchell. To halt the run. Brooklyn pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Williams on the wing. There's 1:54 left to play in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Claxton passes to Scott, lets the three fly. Good! Another from three.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nets have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. Here's Scott. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Hunter. Now Mitchell fires for three. The shot misses. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams on the wing. Now Claxton, guarded by Garland. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Garland. Brooklyn pulls it in. Watford's got 4 rebounds now. Fires away from way outside. And so it's Brooklyn, showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And they've been shooting. So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting